ones. Today I am going to be reviewing another perfume from Flower Nose. I recently went back and purchased their chocolate shop perfumes that were now available on their website, and a little bit after that they put up the perfumes from their unicorn collection. Now the only thing is that they only are selling one of the perfumes from the unicorn collection, which I did pick up today and I'm going to be reviewing it. However, I also got samples of both of these perfumes, so even though they weren't selling the pink version on their website at the moment, I do have a sample of it, so I will still get to at least smell the perfume, let you know the notes of it and what I think about them. I'm hoping that they're going to add the other one later, and I'm really hoping and holding out that they're going to add the strawberry rococo perfumes to their website as well, because I am dying to get my hands on those. They just look so beautiful, and I've had really good luck with all of the Flower Nose perfumes I've tried so far. I also wanted to mention, if you do want to purchase anything from Flower Nose, I do have a referral code below that you can use to get a discount off your order, and I also earn a small commission as well. So if you are interested in purchasing anything and you'd like to get a discount, definitely check out my link below and I would greatly appreciate it. So let's get started, and I will let you guys know what I think about the Flower Nose Unicorn Series perfume in Midsummer Fig. So as I mentioned, this is the only one from the Unicorn series that they have on their website at the moment. The purple one is called Midsummer Fig and the pink one is called Reverie Rose. But first off, let me show you the bottle. As always, the packaging of this perfume is absolutely stunning and gorgeous and nothing short of beautiful, and this is definitely the case with these as well. If you haven't seen any of my other perfume reviews of Flower Nose, I have been highly impressed with every single one I've gotten so far, so I have my fingers crossed that I will like these scents as well. These are going to be my first time smelling these and giving you my thoughts and opinions on these. So these perfumes are $50 each, and they are 50 milliliters in size, which I think is a pretty good size perfume, and especially for the price of it, especially with how gorgeous these are as well. So let's get into the notes of this perfume. So for this one, the notes, I did have to translate these, so forgive me if there is any weirdness with the translation. So for Midsummer Fig, the top notes of this one is grapefruit, lemon, and fig. The middle notes are jasmine, rose, lily of the valley, and the base note is cedar. And it describes this one as a floral and fruity perfume. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little spritz of this on my wrist. I'm gonna give that a second to kind of air out a bit and let you guys know what I think. As described, I would definitely consider this one a fruity floral perfume, but I think this one goes heavily on the floral side with just a little bit of that fruitiness to it. I would say it's probably more of like 75% floral to 25% fruity. As far as what I am able to pick out of this scent, as far as the fruity aspects of it, I definitely think the grapefruit is the heavy lifter on the fruity side. I am getting a tiny bit of the lemon, but again, it is very subdued and secondary to the grapefruit scent. It almost has a little bit of that like sweet and tart kind of scent. And then I am picking up a lot on the florals. So like the rose I can really smell, and I almost feel like I smell the lily a little bit more than I smell the jasmine. And I am getting just the tiniest hint of that cedar base note, but I definitely wouldn't consider this a woodsy scent overall. And this is one, I'm not gonna lie, on the very first spritz, just right out of the bottle, I wasn't in love with this scent, but now that I've kind of given it a couple minutes to sit on my wrist, I'm actually enjoying the scent a little bit more. But to be completely honest, so far out of all of the perfumes that I have tried from Flower Nose, which would be the two mermaid ones and the two from the chocolate shop collection, this might be my least favorite out of all of them I have tried so far. But that's not to say that this is not a good scent, because it definitely is a really nice blended scent. But to me, it definitely leans a lot more towards the florally side, which isn't my typical go-to. But if you are a big fan of floral, I think that you would really enjoy this scent. I just prefer a little bit more of like a woodsy or a fruity or a sweet gourmand type of scent rather than florals. But this is a nice scent as well. It's just not my go-to favorite family of fragrances. So now, like I said, I don't have the full size of the pink one, which is the Reverie Rose. However, I do have the sample of it, which is great. So I am still able to tell you guys about it. All right, and as far as this one, they also classify this one as a floral and fruity scent family. I did have to translate the scent notes from the little card, which is in Chinese. So I used my Google Translate app to take a picture and translate it, which did pretty good, but there's one thing I have a question on. So the top notes of the scent says it is bergamot, black currant, and lychee. And then for the middle notes, this one is geranium and rose. And here's where I got to the weird spot. It translated the last middle note to hitty warbler, and I have no idea what that was. So I Googled it. Is apparently a bird. I don't know if this is a mistranslation or what. So I'm not quite sure what that third middle note is. If anybody knows, definitely let me know, because I'm not quite sure what that is supposed to be. And finally, the base notes is cedar, musk, and honey. So let me go ahead and spray my opposite wrist with the scent. I'm gonna give that a couple seconds to air out. So as far as the Reverie Rose one, what I'm really picking out, of course, I am picking up on the rose. The cedar and the honey is actually quite there. I can smell those too, which is really nice. And I feel like it gives it a little bit more of like a warm base to it. And as far as the fruity notes, the black currant and the lychee, I'm not quite sure which one I'm picking up on it. I would say probably the black currant, but to me, I can't strongly definitively say which note I'm really picking up on, but the cedar, the rose, and a sweet fruity scent I'm definitely getting out of this one. And I have to say, going between the two scents, I think that these two are the most similar perfumes that I have tried from each line. So even though I feel like the Mermaid collection and the Chocolate Shop collection perfumes, they were very complementary to each other, I still feel like they had a little bit of a difference. With these two, I feel like they're very, very close in scent profile. However, if I was to pick one of them that I think is my favorite, unfortunately, I think it's the pink one, which I only have the sample of, which kind of bums me out a little bit. Not to say that I wouldn't wear this perfume, I just feel like I probably wouldn't reach for this scent as often as I would over the other perfumes that I've tried from Flower Nose. But again, I am a total collector, so even if I don't like the scent, you can bet I'm probably gonna buy it anyway. But that brings me to my next point. Knowing what I know now though, in the future, if they were to release the Reverie Rose perfume on their site, I absolutely would buy it, not only for a collector's point of view, but also because I really do like this scent. And that's the one thing I used to think I didn't like floral scents, and every Flower Nose scent that I have reviewed so far has had more of a florally twist to it, but they have been so well blended that I actually really enjoyed them, which I didn't think I would, because I always thought I just wasn't a floral girl. But a lot of their fragrances are actually just so well blended. They have a very sophisticated, high-end smell to them, and this is no exception to that. These do not at all give off like a cheap perfume vibe to me at all. It smells very complex, layered, sophisticated type of scents, which especially for $50, which I think is a very affordable price for a perfume, especially considering how beautiful it is and the size of the perfume. I think that's a very competitive price. So knowing what I know now, would I still purchase these scents now that I have smelled the fragrances and I know what they smell like? To be completely honest, if I were to set aside my collector brain for a moment and just purely based on the fragrance, would I repurchase this knowing what I know now? I think for me, this one is probably my least favorite scent of all of the Flower Nose perfumes I've tried so far. That's not to say that this is a bad scent at all. If I were to not collect these, I don't think I would purchase this scent again, knowing what I know now. If I was going to pick one of the two, I would pick the Reverie Rose perfume, but I'm also not 100% sold on this scent either. But I don't think that it's necessarily my favorite scent profile. So again, if I was not collecting, I think I would probably skip on both of these perfumes, but if you are really loving a floral perfume with a little bit of a fruitiness to it, I think that you would really enjoy these. But if you're like me and floral is kind of like not really your favorite, but you know, you could kind of be tiptoed into it if it had the right blend, I think that this is probably one, unless you are a heavy floral lover, I would probably skip on this one. One last thing I really want to point out that I totally forgot to mention, and I had to refilm this because I could not leave it out. I really hope in the future that Flower Nose will offer samples of their perfumes that you can purchase. Obviously, they already have the samples. I just wish that they would put these up for sale so that way you don't have to commit to buying a $50 perfume if you are not sure on the scent. And of course, you can read all the scent notes you'd like, but until you're really smelling a perfume, you just don't really know how it's going to react with your body chemistry and if it's going to be a scent to your liking. And every time I have bought the perfumes, they have sent me the actual scent sample of the same exact perfumes that I purchased. I'm not gonna lie, for me, I am so deep within their clutches that I'm probably gonna buy all their perfumes just from a collector's aspect of it. But for the everyday average consumer, I would really love to see them sell the samples so that you can really try it before you buy it. So Flower Nose, if you ever see this, please consider selling your perfume samples. I know people would be dying to try them out, and I feel like it would be a really good move for everybody. So let me know, what do you guys think of these perfumes if you have them? And again, fingers crossed, I really hope that they bring these Strawberry Rococo perfumes onto their website. I would definitely be willing to try those out and let you guys know what I think about those, but I'm just going to have to fingers crossed until then. And just a little sneak peek, yes, I did make a purchase from their newest collection, the Swan Ballet collection. They just blow my mind every single time they come out with a new collection. I'm always thinking like, what are they gonna do next? And this one is definitely a really fun one. I actually got into the pre-sale, so I was able to place my order a couple days earlier than the general sale. So as soon as I get all of those items, I will be doing a video for those as well. And yes, I did get both of the perfumes as well, so I will have videos coming on those. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.